Hi, this is Linda Marshall. Welcome to our Monday meditation. Thank you to the phototherapy YouTube subscribers and the phototherapy moderators led by Rick Sammon for giving me this opportunity to come to you twice a month to bring a meditation and typically a talk. So for those who don't know me, I'm Linda Marshall. I'm a certified meditation instructor, along with being a certified career and life coach. And so meditation is, I'd say, my passion, and being able to share it is something that brings me great joy because as a practitioner for 35 plus years, I know the power of meditation and how it's helped me live my life from a more peaceful, powerful place. And so over the past week, Rick Sammon sent me a little formula that I thought would be great as a foundation for our intro discussion for today. And it dealt with what we see on the computer keyboard, where control, shift, and escape, that's a formula on the keyboard, but also equals true happiness. So looking at our ability to control our thoughts, our way of seeing the world is real important. It's often said that we don't get to control the events that occur in our lives, but we do get to control how we might interpret or react to them. So that sense that when you can be the master of your domain, controlling your thoughts, your perspectives, that is one of the elements of true happiness. The next being the shifting. And in coaching, we also call this reframing. It's shifting your perspective. That often, I'll see the world and I've created a story and I have a way of talking about something. But even with my clients, I often ask them to try to reimagine the same set of facts, but maybe put a different interpretation on it. So that ability to shift perspective can help us sometimes see that there is a longer term positive that may come out of something that has occurred, where we might be focusing more on the current state where it's feeling like we're living in the pain of it all. So control plus shift. And then that last ingredient is escaping. And sometimes, we don't get to truly physically escape from a set of circumstances or even unpleasant people that we might have in our lives. So yes, that isn't a judgment when I call them unpleasant, but it may be people who, when you're around, you don't necessarily feel like your best self, that there's some type of trigger. So you could sit there stewing in that, or you can mentally escape, which I often do, to hear but not hear, that I just put on another set of lenses as I listen to that person talk. So my escape might be simply to have a little bit more compassion for them as they talk, as opposed to letting the raw, unfiltered Linda participate in that interaction. And then sometimes escape may mean you need to physically get up and move yourself away. Or for myself, I find that even with the news that, once I get the headline, I've heard it once, maybe twice, but I don't need the same information, which is predominantly negative, coming at me constantly. So therefore I turn it off, and that's my way of escaping. So when I put that all together, your ability to control, to shift and escape can equal this magical equation of true happiness. And when I think of true happiness, it is a conscious decision about how you want to be. And it is a reinforced one decision, one thought, one action at a time. The more you practice it, all of a sudden, it just becomes a lot more natural. That I'm often, I laugh when people say to me, "Oh, you always seem so happy. You always seem so optimistic. You always see the bright side." Trust me, that has come through practice of learning to be in that and claim it. So today's meditation is really just going to be around how do I claim true happiness? And you've got an equation here that maybe it helps you when you look at your keyboard, because we're often looking at it. Remember, the control, the shift, and the escape may do something very different for your computer program, but in terms of your state of being, it can help to equal true happiness. So I thank Rick for sharing that perspective. And I mean, this is a topic that we can unpack on so many levels, but I want to dive into the meditation. So if you're ready to get started, I'd ask you to just close your eyes. And I am going to take a moment to get the music set up, but let's begin to focus on our breathing and just begin to just settle in. Settling in and getting comfortable, noticing the breath, the breathing in and out. And this is the first step in calming yourself. This is the first step in shifting your perspective. It is the first step in removing yourself from the outer world and taking yourself to the inner world. It is the first step in calming the nervous system. So just breathe in and out. Long, slow breaths. As you connect with the stillness within. And as you connect with that stillness, notice how you relax. Tensions that you may not have realized were even there begin to melt. Allowing yourself to let go. And as you let go, I'll start with the 4 soul questions. Questions that we're not actively seeking the answers to, but we offer them up to our soul. The first is, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? What do I want? What do I really, really want? What do I want? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? Why am I here? How can I help? How can I serve? Then what am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? Now we release the soul questions and we'll begin to move into the I am. Silently repeating I am and your first name and your last name. Starting with the more formal identity of I am, and just silently repeat that. Then we move and drop the last name and silently repeat I am and just the first name. Now drop the first name and silently repeat I am, I am, I am, I am. Just letting go. Going to the essence of who you are. Relaxing as you let go. Releasing the burdens as you let go. Releasing the worry as you let go. And I will now count you down to a deeper state of relaxation. Each number taking you deeper. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. More relaxed, more at peace. And I'd like to guide you to a place of relaxation, a place where you find that you can truly let go. For some, it may be a rocking chair in a peaceful, beautiful place. For some, it might be a hammock firmly attached to two powerful trees where you're rocked and rocked and rocked back and forth. For others, it may be watching the ebb and flow of the ocean or a large body of water. Find that place for you. And as you approach it, you notice there's a container. And as you settle in, just deposit anything that may be impacting what you define as your happiness. So just put it there and then settle in. Settle in to noticing your breath, relaxing and going with the flow. And if your mind wanders and the thoughts creep in, just come back to that flow. The rock, the flow, maybe it's the sound of the waves, but be at peace as you stay there and I will monitor the time, ringing the bell when it's time to return. Please keep your eyes closed as you prepare to return from this journey. You just rest there in the stillness. Rest in the awareness. Rest in the presence. Rest in the I. For in this place is where we can tap into truth, consciousness, and bliss. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Resting in the stillness, resting in that presence, resting in the awareness, resting in the being. And as we bring our meditation to a close, I will state the 4 intentions known to help us live happier, healthier lives. You may silently repeat them with me or just listen and accept them into your being. The first is a joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. A loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. A reflective and alert mind. Reflective and alert mind. Reflective and alert mind. And last but not least, a lightness of being. A lightness of being. A lightness of being as you rest. And take a few moments before returning to your day to just soak in this state of peace and remembering that true happiness is yours when you learn to control, shift, and escape. I wish you an amazing day, and I offer namaste as we bring this meditation to a close.